Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13, doing a live stream. I'm going to turn the camera around here. Alright, there we go. Hope everybody's having a great day. I wanted to talk a little bit about the ZTE Axon 9, ZTE Axon 9 Pro. See what your thoughts are if those are two devices that you're interested in. Talk a little bit about front dual speakers, ZTE Axon 7. Device that I don't have anymore. Hopefully some of you will jump on in. I'll try to read some of the feedback, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on not just the announcement of the ZTE Axon 9 and the ZTE Axon 9 Pro, but the picture leaks that have been released out into the wild. And a lot of you have already basically have seen what the ZTE Axon 9 Pro is going to look like. And, well, there's the famous picture right now that everybody has seen. And one thing I don't see is a fingerprint reader on the back or the front, so maybe housing an in-display fingerprint reader. I do see dual cameras and flash back there. What is up, Wilford? Good to have you here. This is a pick release, a leak of the ZTE Axon 9 Pro, and I have a picture of the ZTE Axon 9. Now, I'm not here so much to talk about specs and price points. Those are areas that, yeah, where we want to know. But on August 30th, ZTE is going to announce everything that we need to know about these two devices when it comes to their the look and all the hardcore specs, and yeah, the ever important price point for each of these devices. So here's the thing. What I don't see here are two front dual speakers, two front firing speakers. ZTE came out with a device that we know is an amazing device, the ZTE Axon 7. Okay, it's been a couple years now. I don't have mine anymore. I sold it. And it's disappointing. Hey, what's up, Glad? Let me see. Jalad. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. I kill a lot of these names. What's up, Cliff? You should have more subscribers. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It's disappointing that I don't see front firing speakers on this device or this device. Now, I took some close-ups of the ZTE Axon 9 here, and if you look very closely on the back, there appears to be like a speaker back there. That might be a mic, I don't know. And at the bottom and top, it seems to almost look like those are speakers. It has this texture look as if they were speakers. But if you look really, really close, it doesn't look like that's what they are. It just looks like that's a design, a texture design on the front to sort of give you that look of the those grills that the ZTE Axon 7 housed. That whole device created and designed and created by by BMW Works. One of its kind. Beautiful. Beautiful to behold. Amazing to hold in hand. And amazing to listen to those dual Atmos speakers on the front. From left to right, right to left, top and bottom. Amazing. And so when I heard about the ZTE Axon 9 actually coming, the 9 Pro as well, I was excited. I did an early morning vlog. I talked about it. You know, it's gotten a lot of views because there's been a lot of feedback. Now, some of you are interested and a lot of you aren't. But, you know, this video is about for those of you who, well, you know what? It's for both crowds. If you're not interested, I want to know why. You can leave that down below after the video. And if, you know, if you are, you know, whether you are or aren't, I like to know both sides. I like to know why. Okay, for me, I had the ZTE Axon 7. I sold it, and I don't regret it. I have the Razer phone right here, which has given me plenty when it comes to front firing dual speakers done right on a device. This device ended up replacing my ZTE Axon 7, which I sold, and the gentleman I sold it to is having a great time with it. Now, my youngest boy has a ZTE Axon 7, so if I really need to look at one or hold one, I can just go ask him to use it for a few moments just to enjoy that device. But the news of the ZTE Axon 9 and the Axon 9 Pro just got me excited. And then we get these picture these leaks. And, you know, the notch isn't so much what bothers me. Now, these could house two very thin speakers at the top and the bottom. We seen that on an Alcatel device. And now if I zoom in, and I can't remember which one, there's actually a speaker up top there on this Alcatel. I don't know if this was the Idol 3. I think it might have been the Idol 3. You let me know if I'm wrong, because I don't remember. It's been a long time since I had this device. And at the bottom. So you can have very slim speakers that are on the front. And these actually sounded amazing on this Alcatel device. Of course, you got your Google Pixel devices. And there's that ever so famous ZTE Axon 7 device, right? But then we come to this and this. And where in the world are those huge speakers that the ZTE Axon 7 had? And maybe we were expecting too much. With everything and anything that's coming out right now, maybe this is what we should have expected. And a lot of you already had guessed that this is probably what we were going to see. A notch. Hey, what's up, Leo? Leo sending me some Android Stud sending me some messages. If you haven't checked out Andrew Stud's channel, please go check it out. Support him. Support all those guys out there that I'm connected with. There's a lot of them. You know who they are. And if you don't, ask down below and I'll give you some information. But yeah, it's you know, I guess I expected too much. I was glad to hear that they were back in the game. They're trying to run the race with, you know, alongside of all these other companies that are coming out with new devices. And it's too bad that most of these devices are they're all pretty much looking a lot like each other, right? And now you're seeing leaks and rumors of a lot of devices going to be coming out with 5 cameras, 6 cameras, 3 cameras, 4 cameras. You know, it's just crazy. Are they just coming out purposely with ugly devices? I mean, these devices are supposed to get smoother looking, meaning they're supposed to start just taking away a lot of what's on the outside and relying more on display to get into your device, facial recognition, haptic feedback buttons along the side of your smartphones where you can take away the actual buttons, the hardware there, and just more of a touch area there. They're supposed to like smooth these devices out, make them look slick. Instead, they're adding more crap to them, and they're adding all these ugly notches. And, you know, thank God that my LG G7 right here is such a great, phenomenal device for me personally through my experiences, that notch is forgiving. And, you know, maybe with the ZTE Axon 9 Pro and the Axon 9, or the Axon 9 isn't going to have a notch, but this is the Axon 9 Pro is supposed to house that notch. And maybe it's going to be great when it comes to performance and functionality, that you'll also be forgiving of that notch. But again, I'd rather do without. But my point is in this video is that ZTE should have stuck with those huge front dual speakers. If this picture is real and this is what we're getting on both devices, then they're going away from something that was very special with that first generation of the ZTE Axon 7. It's what set it apart from a lot of other devices. And you know what? I understand they probably want to add water resistance to this. They probably want to add wireless charging to this. And you know what? I can sacrifice those 2 areas to have huge grills that will give me true audio sound when it comes to the mids, the highs, and lows, equally delivered from both sides. When you have a speaker down here or on the back, and then up here when it doubles up as an earpiece, you're going to get one that's a little bit louder than the other, and the sound is not going to be equal. It's not going to be true sound. You're going to get that with front dual speakers that are done right, like they were on the ZTE Axon 7. You're going to get that with the Razer phone. You're going to get that with the Motorola Nexus 6 speaker. You're going to get that even though this device here, the Sony Xperia XZ Premium, is not as loud as some of these other devices, but you still got those 2 front dual speakers that deliver equal sound to give you true sound equally being delivered into your ears, if that makes sense. I play with these devices a lot. I listen to a lot of music, watch a lot of movies, and I listen to the audio specifically when it comes to these type of devices to see if that's really true, and it is. It is. And I guess I would argue that all day long. The Huawei Nexus 6P. And yes, even the Lee Echolab Pro 3 has this speaker. You know, I almost said it had front dual speaker. It doesn't. It's like the S9 Plus. Let me jump back on that. But it delivers great sound, but it doesn't give you the sound that these devices are going to give you. And then on the LG G7, you got one boombox speaker down there that is an amazing speaker. But if you really want true audio quality and you want to really enjoy the best audio that's going to be delivered into your ears for your experience when it comes to listening to music, watching videos and movies, as good as the S9 Plus is and the Lee Echo with their speaker setup, 2 speakers, but earpiece that doubles up as a speaker, and at the bottom corners, this is the way to go. And the ZTE Axon 7 was that device. And this is possibly what we're going to get, and this. Now, for those of you that own that device, and there's no reason to give it up, and it's still working just fine with performance and functionality, stick with it, especially if you love and enjoy those front dual speakers when it comes to that Dolby Atmos audio quality that's being delivered. And even when listening to earbuds or headsets, man, it's amazing. And you got your Google Pixel lineup. Okay, and even that Alcatel device, man. A little laggy, you know, a little stick here and there on that device when I had it, but not that bad. But the audio quality was amazing. Amazing. Okay, and there's a lot of other devices that I don't have in this conversation. And you can leave some of that information down below too on your experience with other devices with amazing audio quality when it comes to these devices. So what I wanted to do was play the same song on each of these devices so you can hear and let me know what you think. Now, I am mic'd in. I am using the LG V20 to shoot this video. And hopefully everything sounds good and everything looks good. Cliff, I am eyeing that Poco phone as well. Let's see. Let me go up top and see who's all in here. Adam, what's going on? Jalad, Shawnee, Azumo X. Hopefully I'm saying that. Azuro X. Azuro. They may have kept the dual speakers. We don't know for sure. But let's not forget about the value of the headphone jack on the Axon 9. Yeah, I mean, I love having the headphone jack. But in my opinion, I'd give that up to have those front speakers, those 2 huge grills. Honestly, I would sacrifice that for that. And I've had a lot of phones, a lot of smartphones in hand, and a lot of different devices with different features that anybody can enjoy, and everybody has their preference on what they want and don't want, whether it's an IR blaster or whether it's a fingerprint reader on the side, the back, or the front, whether it's a 1080p display, if it works great, it looks great, and why have a 2K display, a 4K display? I mean, everybody has a preference on what they want, okay? Whether it's 1 camera on the back, 2 cameras on the back, whether it's 2 on the front, 1 on the front. I mean, okay, we can go on about different features and different areas that a phone will offer you, but there's some sacrifices I'm willing to take personally to get what I want. The ZTE Axon 7 had all of that. It didn't have water resistance. It didn't have wireless charging, but I was okay with that because of what I was getting with my media intake. And I'm willing to have all of that again on the ZTE Axon 9 and 9 Pro, even if you take away the headphone jack. That's just my opinion. Okay, I don't care, and I just feel that you're going way off course with these 2 devices. For those of us who really were digging our experience, or still digging our experience with the ZTE Axon 7, you step up, you up the ante with these 2 devices. Instead, you're giving us a lot of what we already see out there. And to me, in my opinion, it's not enough by sacrificing those 2 large grills on the front. And that's just my opinion. Cliff, I'm going to wait and see what actually happens and announced. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I just hope it is unlocked for all carriers. I doubt it will be. It mostly is going to probably be for just GSM carriers. What's up, Uno Nice? Also, the Mi Mix 2 has a tiny speakers. Do you know, Gillette, if those are going to be on the front or on the bottom corner and the earpiece doubling up on the Mi Mix 2? I think that's dope for ZTE. So, I mean, everybody is going to have, and you know what? That's the way it's supposed to be. We're not here to agree on everything, okay? I'm voicing my opinion. I'm voicing what I like. And if you don't agree, that's great, because I'm sure what you dig is what you dig, and as long as you enjoy it, I am super happy for you. And that's what makes us each unique in what we want in life. And when it comes to smartphones, yeah, we all have a different want. We all have a different need, right? That's the way it should be. Loyalty mean everything. ZTE, about time. Need another Z Max Pro or Axon 7 just upgraded. Exactly. Michael Uprich, what is up? Still rocking my Galaxy Note 8. Looking forward to picking up HTC U12 Plus. Then sell my Note 8. That Poco phone, I'm telling you. Hey, Sean Okafor, what's up? John Linscomb, what did I miss? I just got here. Read some of the stream. Read some of that live stream. So I'm going to play some music here, free music, so I don't get myself in trouble. And I'll let you listen to the speaker here and down here, and then I'll play on my other devices with front dual speakers as well, okay? So just take a listen. It's the same song. Make sure it's all the way up. Okay, I am mic'd in, so let me know how this sounds. It's coming. It's a little quiet right now. I appreciate you all coming in, man. If this is your first time here checking out the live stream here on my Project 13, hopefully you dig what you're seeing. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share on all your social media. It's been a while since I've done a video here in my little YouTube studio, here at my YouTube desk. I got some new lights back there. Let me know if you like that. So there's the top speaker. I'll get this close to, my mic is right up there. Very low. Very high. Now watch. I'll shut this one off. You see, it sounds really good, but it's not being equally delivered in the way that it should. Let me jump over to my Huawei Nexus 6P. Again, we're going to play the same song. Jump ahead here. Okay, make sure it's turned all the way up. Oops. Now, to me, that sounded a lot better on the Huawei Nexus 6P. Let's check out the Sony Xperia XZ Premium. This one is not as loud as the other devices. It's all the way up, but I'm covering up the bottom right hand, the bottom speaker, not the bottom right hand. What am I thinking? Now I'm going to cover the top. It just sounds so much better when it's coming at you like this than when it's coming around the corner. Now, I did notice that there was still a little bit of a higher pitch on the upper speaker. But what happens is when you have them coming from both sides in the front, they meet together in the center and it becomes very equal, becomes more that true surround sound, that true more full sound, if that makes sense. And let's try it on my Nexus 6. And lastly, on my Razer phone, this device kicks some butt when it comes to front dual speakers. Now, I'll tell you, the S9 Plus holds its own with the setup that it has. Earpiece doubling up as a speaker and down right here on the bottom right hand corner. So we'll play this really quick. And I'll play that in the background as I get close to finishing up on this live stream. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base with all of you because I haven't done any content, not that much. I just got back from the beach. I uploaded a video just talking a little bit about the LG G7 after 2 months. I took it with me on vacation, took a lot of pictures, shot a lot of videos. Go check out that video. But outside of that, that's basically the only content that I've done in the last almost 2 weeks. So I wanted to just talk a little bit about my thoughts when it comes to the ZTE Axon 9 and 9 Pro. You know, the thing is, with any devices being released, as far as second and third gens, there's always what we want. There's always a wish list of what we want on these devices. You know, we know why we fell in love with the first generation of whatever it is that we picked up. But you always hope that on the second or third, they're going to do something different. And sometimes we love what they do and sometimes we don't. Right now, with what I'm seeing here on the ZTE Axon 9 Pro and the Axon 9, if this is for real, I'm not that excited. Unless there's two speakers there that are very slim and I can't see them. And unless there's actually a speaker down there or there on the Axon 9. I'm sure that these devices are, they're sporting the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845. You're going to have 4 gig of RAM, 6 gig of RAM. You're going to have a 2K display. I mean, you're going to have a lot of good with these devices. But for me, what made the ZTE Axon what it is with the 7 was those two large, huge grills, giving me some of the best audio experience that I've ever had on a smartphone. And that's what I'm going to miss on these two devices if they don't give me something close. Well, I don't even see it aesthetically. As far as this form factor here, I don't even see it. So if there are two speakers here somewhere or here somewhere, and I'm not talking about on the back there because it looks like they got some speakers back there, some mics. Could be a speaker and a mic area back there. I don't know. I don't know. For me, it's very disappointing from what I'm seeing, and I guess I'll find out on August 30th what we're gonna get. Again, what they're gonna look like, the specs and the price points, and if those. If these end up being faults and we get something different, then cool. I don't know. I hope that there is two speakers there and it looks just like something like this Alcatel device where you just have a little tiny one up there and a little tiny one down here. So that's kind of where I'm at, because the thing is I got super excited when I heard the news, and I did a live stream, not a live stream, I did an early morning vlog the next day in my car early in the morning, and I announced it, and again, it got a lot of views, a lot of attention, a lot of feedback, and for me at this point in the game, it's not even the notch, it's about those front dual firing speakers, and I don't know, man. I'm going to be disappointed. Even if the price points are right, I just, I've gotten so used to this. Even with these two devices, housing two speakers in the way they are, I'm sure that's the way these devices are going to be set up, unless they surprise us. But this is what I like, and what was on the ZTE Axon 7. And for some of you who have a device with front dual firing speakers, like a Google Pixel device, to me, that is the best when it comes to media intake. Even if you're a gamer, having that sound being delivered from the front. And again, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. You don't have to agree. We agree to disagree. Before I sign off, let me see who else is in here. Ishmael, Big House, what's up? John, Don, what is up? Don, at this point, I'm not going to be getting the Note 9. I don't see a reason to trade in the S9 Plus for the Note 9. I know that in talking to some of my favorite reps over at T-Mob, I've gotten some insight news as far as the holidays. There could be some really great specials, so I'm going to wait. I just don't want... I can get more money for my S9 Plus and holding on to it and not trading up. I know it's worth more, and I love it. And at this point in the game, I think really when it comes to the S series for Samsung and the Note series for Samsung, 2019 is going to be the year. The year when it comes to the S series and the Note series. Now that we know that the S series is going to stick around. Okay? So, the head of the mobile division there at Samsung made that very clear in an interview that the S series, which is very popular, is their flagship series, isn't going away. Their Note series, which is favored by so many, especially those out there that work in business, or just do a heck of a lot of the power users. The Note series is an amazing series. But for me, I think 2019 is going to be the move I want to make when it comes to the S series or Note series, and I'm going to wait for now, but maybe during the holidays, if there's a great deal, I may bring in the Note 9, Don. So that's a great question. Let's see, Ishmael, Brian, what is up? Let's see who else is here. Smartphone PC. I still have. Let's see. I still have the Nexus 6P but never use it after replacing the battery despite solid speakers. I need a replacement battery. So still using the LG V20. Hey, the LG V20 is a device to be reckoned with. That's what I'm using right now to do this live stream. John says, I've noticed too on the Sony N6P and N6 are dead even. Not sure the first phone. The first phone was the Liekola Pro 3. Razer sounds great. Decent bass. Yes, it's an amazing device. That's why I sold my ZTE Axon 7, because of the Razer phone. An amazing device. Definitely the quality's there. True. MP, the Nexus 6P sounds better to smartphone PC. The 6P battery life isn't the best. You know, if I'm pushing it really heavy, I'm getting, it's, you know, 4.5, 5 hours, depending on what I'm doing. Moderately, you know, I'm getting that 5 hours on a you know, 5.5. But again, it's depending on what I'm doing, and it's depending where I'm at. If I'm here in the house with Wi-Fi, if I'm out in an area where it's hard to get connectivity, so many variables go into that, Sean, that it's really hard, because there's some days that I may just get 4 hours even with moderate use, and then other days that I get 5 hours. So it just really depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. You know, it just so much goes into it, and that's what makes it so different. It makes it very hard to review battery life. And even when it's just my experiences that I'm sharing with all of you, and when I'm reviewing all these devices, because it's just so different. You know, where you live, who your carrier is, where you're out and about, whether you're in your home, does Wi-Fi come in really solid or doesn't it? Does it struggle? You know, how many apps do you have on your device? Are you a gamer? Are you about media? Are you not? Are you just a social butterfly, you know, that just gets on your device to do a lot of socializing? It just all depends. Maybe some of you really know because you're always charging it up, and maybe you're downloading stuff that you shouldn't be downloading. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of third-party apps off the web that can drain your battery life like crazy. Is it well optimized? Are you keeping things clean out of your devices? You know, are you doing a soft reboot? You know, a reset, I should say. Reboot, reset, same thing, I guess. You know, cleaning it out, emptying out your device, storing a lot of information that you have that's just sitting there on an external drive or in your computers. You know, just going through and doing a cleanup, letting your device be as optimized as possible. You know, a lot of the apps that we download aren't optimized for a specific device, so that could go into battery life. So many things that go into that, so it's really hard. You know, hey, Forbes Tech Reviews, great job over there with your Note 9, by the way. So anyway, that's my take on battery life. But you know, it's doable. It's doable. You got. Here's the thing: if you get a device that's only going to moderately give you 4.5 hours of battery life, but you love the performance and functionality, it gives you everything you need when it comes to the cameras, when it comes to your media intake. You're a gamer, you love that. It's a fluid device, but your battery life isn't that great. Well, you know what? Plug it in. Plug it in for a half hour and let it get you through the day. You know, it shouldn't be that big of a deal breaker as long as all the other boxes are being checked. You know, if you're only getting 2 hours of battery life, 3 hours of battery life, then I'd be a little concerned. You're getting 4.5. Plug in once a day. You'll make it through as long as you're getting all the other areas that you're wanting from that device. That's my opinion. So let's see. And Forbes Tech Review says, I am liking my Note 9 so far. It is a beast. It better be a beast. It better be. For $1,000, my friend, it better be a beast. Naveen, hello Anthony, hello everyone. Typo PH1. Okay, the OnePlus at 16 mobile if it comes. Okay. Brian Gillespie says, no doubt the stereo speakers are great on the S9, but I really do enjoy the loud, fiery boombox speakers on the LG G7, and they are definitely great, Brian. Definitely that one speaker, that boombox speaker, is definitely an amazing speaker. All right, everybody. I'm going to sign out. Thanks for having this conversation with me. Thanks for letting me share my thoughts on what soon will be announced August 30th. ZTE Axon 9 Pro, ZTE Axon 9. We'll find out everything we need to know. It doesn't matter what kind of rumors we're going to see or read. Picture leaks. I mean, we're seeing a lot right now in that Google Pixel 3 XL, right? We're seeing a ton. But until any of these devices are finally announced, for what they really are, what they'll look like, what they'll house as far as specs, and the price points, then we really don't know. It's a lot of it's speculation, even though these pictures seem pretty definite as far as what these devices are going to look like. We could be surprised. So August 30th, ZTE will announce everything and anything we want to know about those two devices. Again, appreciate your time, hanging out with me, supporting me. It's always a blessing. You're a great group, man. Great team. Share, on the replay crew. Share it, spread it. Again, leave thumbs up if you like what I'm doing here. And it's just good to be doing another video here, my YouTube desk in my little YouTube studio. Let me know if you like the lights. I want to get some more lights. I cleaned up a lot of this area too. I don't know if you noticed, I used to have a lot of crud here, a lot of cell phone boxes, but I cleaned a lot of that up. Just wanted to have more of a minimal look. And typically I won't have all these devices sitting here. We'll be looking to get rid of some of these devices too. So I don't know, I'm deciding right now on what I'm going to hang on to and what I'm going to sell. But either way, that's for another conversation, another day. Till my next video, whenever that may be, the next live stream, whenever that may be. This is my Project 13. You are my Project 13. Peace. God bless. Have a great day. I am out.